Good afternoon, all. Today we are going to start our first chapter of IT, that is communication skill. So you must have heard the people says that communication skill is the key to success. Why do we say that? Sometimes it happens that you are very good at academics, you are very well in whatever professional skills you must have, but you are not very good at communication skills. So in that case, maybe you find yourself at a tight spot, or you may find yourself that you are not getting that much success in business or at work as you should get. So one of the most important thing is communication skill that everyone must have to become successful in, doesn't matter it's their personal life or their professional life. So our very first chapter that we will discuss about is communication skills. So first of all, we need to know that what is the definition of communication, or what exactly the communication is. So communication means it is a process of exchanging messages, thoughts, or basically you can say that it is a method or a process to convey the messages from one person to another one. Let's see the proper definition. It is the process of exchanging ideas, thoughts, information, or feelings between individuals or groups through a common system of symbols, signs, or behavior. What does it mean? That if suppose you are talking to your friend, teaching you in class, so what exactly is going on that time? It's communication. You are communicating with each other, you are interacting with each other, so that is only communication. So it's a way to convey whatever your views, whatever your thoughts, whatever your ideas are there from one person to another one. So that process is called communication. Now next thing is that why is it important? So first thing that you can get with the help of best communication skills is that it helps you to build relationships. If you are very much polite, if you have better communication skills, then you can build better relationships. Second thing, it enhances teamwork. If you are very well at communication skills, so you will be able to communicate with the people in a proper way, and that will somehow help you to enhance your teamwork. Your peers or your colleagues will just love to work with you, or they will like to work with you. So it enhances teamwork also. Third is it resolves conflicts. If you have conflicts with some people, or you have some issues that may be in your personal life or in your professional life, so in that case also you can use communication skills and you can resolve the conflicts also, whatever issues you may have. Next is it can boost career growth also. If you are good at communication skills, it is quite easy to build better career. Definitely you must have other skills also, but communication is also one of the most important skills. With the help of this, you will be able to crack the deals. Chances are there that you will get some better result in your professional life as well. So these are some importance of communication that we have discussed here. Next thing is that what are the elements of communication? So if we talk about the first one element of communication, that is our sender, means the person who speaks, the person who initiates the communication, that is sender, means the first one who is speaking or the speaker is called sender. Second is receiver. So receiver is that person who receives the message, who listen you, or the person who is listener. So that is called receiver. Third thing that comes is message. You must have some information to convey. If you don't have any message, you can't convey anything. There is no reason to start communication. So message is one of the most important element of communication. The next one thing is channel. There should be some medium through which you can convey the message, or you can say you can transfer the information. Next thing is feedback. After the receiver got information, he need to tell to computer to the sender also that yes, I got it. He needs to tell that what exactly he got or he received the information, and then only we can say our communication is complete. So sender, you can say, is the person who initiates the communication. Receiver, who receives the message. He is sending message, he is receiving message, and message so definitely will be the one of the most important element of the communication. Then channel, medium should be there, and then feedback is one of the most important because it only is the one element where our communication completes. So these are some elements of communication. Next thing is that how does communication takes place. So first one, this is the sender. He interpreted, means some information he has, he wants to start communication. So just to make sure that his receivers will also understand the message in a proper way, he need to encode it. Encoding means he will frame the information in a way so that it can be understood by the others. So whatever message he will have, he will encode that first, and that encoded message will reach to receiver. Now he is the receiver, and when he will receive the message, he will decode it. Decoding means he will interpret the right message. Whatever the information has been sent, it will be interpreted, and then he will send the feedback to the sender that yes, I got the message and I took it in a, I understood it, and its communication is complete now. Hope so it is clear. Next topic that we have to discuss is types of communication. So first type of communication is a verbal communication. In this one we can say there are two types. One is oral and another one is written. In verbal communication we use words. Words are the most important here because verbal communication takes place with the help of words only. It may be in oral form also, in verbal form also, or maybe in written format also. Now, verbal communication, if we take some examples of verbal communication, then it will be like face-to-face communication if you are just facing some interview or if you are attending the class. Right now I am speaking, so this is also kind of verbal communication only. Okay, so books can be also considered as verbal communication because in that also written format, in written format you get all the information. Second is non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication does not use words. It uses gestures or body language. Whatever your expressions are there, how do you express yourself, or all your body languages, whatever signages you use to convey some message, but you don't use words here. For example, if a lots of noisy environment is there, and suppose you want to say to your friend that I'm going, so you can just simply just show the signages, or you can just simply one kind of symbol you can say. Okay, so gestures or body language will be used in non-verbal communication. Third one is written communication, which is again, as I said, it is part of verbal communication only. It may be considered as the part of verbal communication, which is of two types, oral and written. And written is the second one type of it, where we just write information. We just convey our information in written format using words only. Words will be used in spoken also as well as in written also. In verbal communication, words will be used. But here, if we talk about examples of it, so books you can say, emails you can say, reports you can say, forms you can say, or other means of communication where message or information is conveyed in the form of in written format. Next thing that comes is visual. In this one, we will use charts, graphics, pictures, or something that is visual. Like suppose if you are using diagrams to show something, or if your teacher has drawn diagram and labeling it and explaining you that these are the parts of this or something like that. So that also will be considered as visual communication. Hoardings are there, suppose, or some that kind of. So here information will be given in the form of pictures, graphics, charts, or something like that. Then next one thing that comes is barriers to communication. There are some problems that can stop you or that can prevent effective communication. What are those problems or what are those barriers? First is language difference. Suppose you have a friend who knows just English, and suppose your mother tongue or is Hindi, and you just know Hindi only. So there will be problem. There will be difference between your languages. You will not be able to understand whatever he wants to convey to you, and he will not be able to understand that what exactly you are trying to convey to him. So language difference is the one thing that can create problem or that can prevent effective communication. So first thing is language difference. Second is noise and distractions. It can be considered environmental barrier also. If suppose lots of noisy environment is there, so you'll not be able to understand that what exactly the speaker is speaking, and in that case there will be lots of problem to understand, and you will not be able to get that what exactly is being conveyed to you. So you can say noise can create problem. And then distractions also. For example, suppose if some people are you are talking with you are talking to someone, and at the same time you just found that your favorite movie is going on or something like that, then maybe you will feel distracted and you will not pay attention towards that person who is speaking or who is communicating with you. So in that case, distraction will also prevent effective communication. Next is emotional barrier. It happens that sometimes we just be so happy and sometimes we become so sad. And in normal mode also, in emotional barrier, we see that sometimes we become so emotional, and in that case if suppose we communicate with someone, so maybe we will not be able to convey our information in a proper way, and that will be
if you are so sad, then will it be possible to convey or to communicate in a proper way? Definitely not. And if you are so happy, in that case also you won't be able to communicate in a proper way. Maybe if you are sad, so the problem would be that or let's say you are tired also. So will you be able to convey the information in the same way as you could have conveyed in normal situation? Definitely not. So emotional barriers also affect the communication. Next is cultural differences. Cultural differences can also be problematic. They can also prevent you they can also prevent effective communication. For example, if you belong to Haryana and somebody belong to some southern state, so there will be lots of difference between both of the cultures, and maybe some things that are considered good in your culture are not considered good in their culture. Maybe some problems or serious issues can also occur just because of these cultural differences. So these are some barriers to communication that can prevent effective communication. Our next topic is 7 C's of communication. Now 7 C's of communication are the most important to convey the information in a proper way or to just have effective communication. What are these 7 C's? First one is that it should be complete. Whatever information you are conveying, make sure that it is complete. Do not let your audience assume. Do not let them think that maybe you are trying to say that. Okay? Convey some message and that is not correct, you have no proof of its authenticity, then it can be problematic. If you want to convey some message or if you are conveying some information, it must be correct and you have proof of its authentication. Third thing is it must be concise. Concise means whatever information you are conveying, that must be to the point. To the point in the sense that you have to keep it short. Do not create the stories or something like that. Whatever things should be just conveyed, it must be to the point, neither less nor more than that. Okay, so third point is concise. Means it should be kept short. Fourth is courtesy. Courtesy means that you must be genuine as well as polite while talking to others or while communicating to others, and you must have respect in your words. It shouldn't be like you are being so rude while giving feedback or while talking to others. So courtesy is the next one thing that is important. Next is clarity. Whatever information you are conveying, that must be simple, that must be clear and accurate. There should be no complex language used for conveying your information. It must be very much clear so that people can easily understand it. Then next one point is consideration. Consideration means that you should be very much careful about the needs of the audience. You should not think about yourself. You should not have you attitude kind of things. You should be very much careful that whatever the need of the audience is or whatever the interest of the audience is, according to that, knowledge should be provided to them or information should be conveyed. Or you can say that whatever listener's interest is there or whatever background details you have, background knowledge he has, your information must meet that kind of requirement also. The last one is completeness and coherent. Whatever, if you are conveying information, it must be logically connected with each other. All the sentences or the information must be coherent, it must be logically connected. It should not, because it will somehow enhance its authenticity as well as it will help you to deliver a better information. So these are some topics of communication skills that we discussed today. Remaining topics are public speaking, remaining topic is public speaking. What is public speaking? If you are just addressing to a large, or you will say huge or large audience, so in that case you need to be very much prepared for it, and we need to be very much careful about 3 P's of public speaking. Now what are these 3 P's of public speaking? These are prepare, then practice, and then perform. Now first is prepare. You must be very much careful that what exact information you are trying to convey or you have to speak. So your topic must be very much clear. Then prepare the content accordingly. Then second thing is that you need to do practice of that. Practice it a lot so that you can just be very much prepared to deliver it. And then third is confidently deliver it or perform. So these are some topics that we discussed today. In next class